Today we educated and celebrated Black History Month for some of the students that we are working with on the Inspires programme across Merseyside. They've heard some just amazing speakers and they've learnt about some influential people who have shaped history that they may not have had the opportunity to learn about.
And I feel like I've learned a lot about different Black people in history, and I've learned about Ella Fitzgerald, and she was the first Black woman to have a Grammy.
What we've got from the Inspires programme is we've got that platform that we can really influence students, school, and we can build relationships within the community as well. And the feedback that we get from parents and the feedback that we get from schools is so positive. It's why we do our job, and it's why we're invited back every year to continue doing what we do.
Ladies and gents, it's Townsend.
Well, as a kid, my idol was the original Ronaldo. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember the original Ronaldo. Then more recently, as I've got older, I've got two young kids, and when I wake up in the morning and see their face, they kind of give me the inspiration. Very fortunate to be doing what I'm doing, and maybe this was 30, 40, 50 years ago, you wouldn't see as many Black or Asian players playing in the Premier League. Viv Anderson, John Barnes, even to recently Raheem Sterling, who's been quite a trailblazer in combating racism himself. Taking the knee was never the end goal. It was something that we all thought about initially in the short term. We were allowed to do it. We were given the platform and the airtime for 5 seconds before the kickoff to take a knee. I think it's been positive. For me, you never know who's watching football for the first time, who's watching the Premier League for the first time. Other things we can do, using our platform, using our social media platform for good, whether it be calling out racism, whether it be setting up initiatives. There's so much more that's being done behind the scenes now to kind of take the taking of the knee initiative and moving it forward more long term, and I'm sure something big is only around the corner.
We did a lot of activities about Black Lives Matter and the history of Black people, and I feel like I've learned a lot about different Black people in history.
I received racist abuse in the Premier League, I think it was 2 years ago. It got reported, I didn't say anything, it got reported, and I think the guy got prosecuted in the end. So I think everyone's different. The main thing I would advise everyone to do if you receive racist abuse, whether it be on the football pitch or in school or wherever you guys are, is to report it and let the authorities do their job, and hopefully eventually there will be sufficient punishment.
You might see them like as famous people now and you're like, oh, they're doing really good, like nothing bad's happened to them, and then when they tell you like the life story and all that, it's like, well, they have had bad things happen to them.
Yeah,
like lived,
like
and that's obviously had a tough childhood.
They can be quite opinionated, and that's great, but it's how we channel their opinions and how we give them the tools to appropriately speak their minds. And that's what we do. We give them the confidence to do that, and they do go home and they do tell not just mum and dad, they tell their peers, and they stand up for what they believe in, and they stand up for what's right, and we help them, we embed them core skills that allows them students to do that.